This is the production about Jagdpanzer 4 tank destroyer SDKFC 162. Here the caption for this piece is a Jagdpanzer 470 of the 116th Panzer Division, Wessel, Spring 1945. Now, of course, on YouTube, I've mentioned before that because of my drawings, people have called me idiot. And also, I've been called the out-of-focus expert. So, I have no real control over the fact of the focusing. So here's the Jagdpanzer 4, excuse me, from the book. And then here's a drawing that I made. And again, all observers must take it easy because this is just a thumbnail sketch. It's just an outline that we're going to work with. It's the Jagdpanzer 4 TD SDKFC 162. From 1941, assault guns started being used increasingly as tank destroyers, a role for which they had not been intended. Even though they were very low slung, their angular superstructures excuse me, presented ample opportunities to enemy gunners. In 1943, Vomag in Plön began designing a purpose-built tank destroyer to replace the Stug 3. The new vehicle was to have as low a silhouette as possible, as well as a ballistically optimized shape. Hitler was shown a wooden model in May 1943 and was greatly impressed by the vehicle's low profile. The first production vehicles left the factory 5 months later. The Jagdpanzer 4 was a modified Stug 4 with sloping shot deflecting sides and a 3-inch or 75mm PAC L48 with pig's head mantlet. The original 3.1-inch, 80mm thick frontal armor had to be reduced to 60mm to improve handling. This version was named the Panzer 39. Another variant, the Jagdpanzer 470V, was equipped with a 75mm PAC L70, similar to the Panther's main armament. This gun possessed enormous penetrating power, but also made the vehicle very top-heavy and therefore hard to steer. As a result, it acquired the nickname Guderian's Duck. Alcat also manufactured a Jagdpanzer 4 with the L70 gun. This was a stopgap solution, and unlike the Vomag-produced vehicles, its superstructure looked improvised, as if it had simply been dropped onto the lower half. This is because unmodified Panzer IV chassis were used. This vehicle was delivered to the Wehrmacht as the Jagdpanzer 470A. A, I presume, means Alcat. By the time production ceased, around 1,800 Jagdpanzer 4s had been built. This here is a prototype of the Jagdpanzer 470A. And A, I think, means Alcat. And then, of course, there is a Jagdpanzer 4 TD of Vomag somewhere in existence. This image is of the Jagdpanzer 470 seen from above. So you see it's a very long 75mm gun, hogshead, nice low silhouette. There's spare road wheels right there. We'll go to the drawing. Jagdpanzer 4 Aus F. Combat weight 26.7 tons. Crew 4 to 5. So now I'll put the crew in. So we got a gunner. We'll put 4 guys in. A commander is a very big head. And a driver. And a co-driver or machine gunner. Dimensions in inches. Length, width, height respectively. 232, 114, 73. 270, 125, 73 with barrel and skirts. Engine. Maybach HL 120 TRM V12 gas water cooled 11,870 cc 300 horsepower. So we'll put the Maybach here. Here it is. It's powerful power plant cranking out the torque. See, and then there's a crankshaft that goes all along here. I presume, I actually don't know, but I probably won't hear the end of that. And then here it goes into the transmission, and then toward the front drive sprocket. Power weight ratio 11.3 horsepower per ton. Maximum speed 24 miles per hour road. Maximum speed 10 miles per hour cross country. Range 120 miles road. Range 80 miles cross country. Armament. It's the 3-inch pack L48 anti-tank gun and 1.3-inch MG34 machine gun. So here you have the 75mm cannon, and here's the shell. Here it is being loaded and ready to destroy a Cromwell at point blank range. Armor 0.4 to 3.1 inch. So let's put the armor in here. Thickest armor right here. This whole plate right here is 3 inches. And then the thinner armor, 0.4 inches, say back here, protecting the Maybach. I hope there's no rear shot on that. Fording depth, 39 inches. So they can ford it up to about here. I don't know, but we're just guessing. How the depth of 39 inches. So here's my sketch. And then here's this image here. And just incidentally, the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 road wheels have rubber on them. And I think that's interesting because I presume that's most of the weight is in the back of the vehicle. And that has been a Jagdpanzer 4 production.